Well, Lucki. Watch my back. I come in with some trepidation because I've gotten a couple great write-ups on this album in the last 24 hours. I'm not walking in blind, so I'm aware of some monotone in his voice, some trippy production, dark theme, addicted to drugs, depression, down, down, down in that hole, right? Message about how when people say this album saved my life, they mean it, type of a thing. So I'm thinking, by the time I get to Phoenix, I'm thinking some of the shit I used to listen to. I've been playing a song by Aphex Twin. It's called Gweli Mernans. It's off the album called Drux, which the whole album is incredibly misspelled. It's just nonsense. Gweli Mernans. Check it out. It's essentially a dark ambient track, and it is just great. It sounds like what would pair with the visual of somebody who's just sinking into the ocean and sinking further and further and more pressure and more cold and more dark, but they don't die. You just sink and sink and sink. I want to come into this album with some respect for what's happening here, trying to appreciate the art. I don't know, stuff like this, sometimes it's hard to enjoy, right? And not all music is made to be happy and it's a great day and all that stuff, right? I mean, I have that whole spectrum in terms of my music catalog myself. I love dark ambient, I love metal, I love all this shit, right? But really what I'm trying to say is I've never had depression. I've been down. I've had lots of unhappiness. I've had misery. But I feel like the lowest I've been is probably I think of miserable, but when I think of miserable, I think of, unhappy, obviously, but still functioning. I'm still going to this. And this was all when I was in the military, the Navy. Still going to work, still taking a shower, feeding myself, right? I feel like the misery is that kind of last rung before you fall off the cliff into depression. So I never went into depression, as far as I'm aware. And I say that because there are people who do have depression or who have had depression. And I want to do my best to sympathize with that idea, but also relate that I have not experienced that. So if I get a little too out of my lane, I hope you'll forgive me, because I'm trying to be respectful of that while also dive into what I'm expecting to be a pretty dark hole on this album. That's what I've been told. There's that. There's a couple music videos. Apparently the music videos aren't that great. Whatever. We're going to do them. I got 3 up. And I have a custom playlist. So we're doing the Watch My Back album. And there's 2 additional tracks that we're doing. Because I was listening to Aphex Twin. I don't have it up right now. There's 2 additional songs that aren't on the album: Don't You Love Me and Sunset. So I'll be doing 20 songs instead of 18. The playlist is 42 minutes rather than 38 or something. And I guess let's jump in. One thing I want to mention is a week ago, World of Warcraft released hardcore classic servers where it's permanent death. And I love it. I've been playing it. And I've been like hardcore addicted to Warcraft again, which is fun because it takes me back to when it first came out. But because of that, I've been getting no sleep. I've been cutting my sleep like crazy. When I get tired, I get more emotional. So who knows where this will go. I'm going to try to embrace the dark ride. It'll be a little harder to get into, I think, for just because I'm not there anymore. I'm happy now. And I think anybody who's watching this, who is still struggling with that, I hope you know it takes effort to get out, but also it's not forever. These things are not forever. Okay, let's go. Track 1's called Miss Me. This is the first time I'm hearing Lucki, I believe, although someone did mention that I listened to Poker Face on a single stream, I believe. So I may have heard that one before, but I just don't remember right now. Track 1's called Miss Me. Produced by Grim Doza. Drop It In to Watch My Back by Lucki. Here we go. These songs are all short, so I'm just going to let them play through. I won't pause in the middle.
She gon' say she missed me. I'm far gone by now. If it isn't me, it shouldn't be. I thought you know that now. These niggas fishy. Got the bait for real, ayy. Niggas feel me. Gotta pay to steal. I used to treat the shitty with no pity, but she far older now. Told me with me, boy, be with me. Guess she know a word by now. When it's dark, no matter who that, you can see a soul by now. I'm a dog, I'm this and that, but it's me, ho. I was still in weed, ho. Geeking off triple C's, ho. Before I knew about V-Lone, camel dug in my piece, ho.
Okay. Two things. One, I'm not gonna worry about hearts on this, because it's like I said earlier. There's a difference between enjoying something and I want to listen to this again, and appreciating something. I always use the analogy with paintings. You can go to a gallery and see this incredible painting and go, holy shit, that's amazing, and then go, I will never put that on my wall, even though it's an amazing painting, right? I'm really glad I got plenty of warning about what this is and what it's about and what to pay attention to and kind of experience, because if I was just trying to come into this as music, right? What the fuck? He sounds like this and and I'm not trying to make fun of him. I'm just trying to give the perspective of, if somebody's blindsided by this. Do I go through the lyrics? Yeah, let's go through. Yeah. I think I gotta go through lyrics. Anyway. I used to treat her shitty with no pity, but she's far older now. Told me with me, boy, be with me. Guess she knows her worth by now. When it's dark, no matter who there, you couldn't see a soul by now. I'm a dog. I'm this and I'm that, but it's me. I'm dead already. This funeral's for my people. Dash money president, the general for my people. Too fast, I won't make it through the night. Taking drugs too quickly, sure. Okay, let's just keep rolling. Let's move into track 2, which is called Are You With Me? Track 2, produced by Niels. Here we go. I want to try to soak into this vibe, this darkness. Good fucking bass. But there's like that lighter, eerie tone.
That's it right now, T-Nip.
Just want to pause real quick. I apologize. That bass and that light mix makes me think of the first thing that literally just went into my mind was like this body of water at night. And the moonlight is shining on the surface of the water, and you can kind of see the ripples. And so you get that light, tinkly, pretty. And then the water underneath is just dark and black and heavy. That's what I get. That just immediately went into my head when I heard those two sounds overlaying on top of each other. Let's start it over. Oh yeah, like a lake at night. Like it's both pretty and awful. Like I would not
That's
swim,
it right now,
right?
T-Nip.
I don't take perks for no reason. I don't take perks for no reason. I don't take perks for no I don't do perks for no reason. I don't take cars for no reason. Eyes on the low, but they breathing.
Jesus.
Middle of the day, people dreaming. Are you with me? Everybody around me is scheming. Hey, are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? You don't let me down, you don't let me down, are you with me? Are you with me?
Trippy, man. Trippy.
You don't let me.
God damn, dude. This is a dark, deep hole, isn't it? Great production, though. All I see is this pond at night. And it's this combination of full moon, so it's bright, but no stars, right? No stars in the sky. And the water's rippling, there's no wind, but there's just a little bit of a ripple, just enough for the moonlight to reflect off of, and the water's just black. Well, I make this mention about no hearts, but that one gets a heart. Because that's a great sound. I mentioned Gwelly Mernans by Aphex Twin. Listen to that. Because those two go hand in hand. Well, not hand in hand, but I don't know. But the feel I get from that track and Gwelly Mernans, very similar. I don't take perks for no reason. For no reason. And I think if you misunderstood this, you could take it, I don't take perks. Well, actually, maybe you can't misunderstand it. I take it as there's a very specific reason why I take perks. Very specific. I take perks for a reason. I don't take calls for no reason. Like, intentionally. I'm not answering my phone. I'm not talking to people. I'm just doing drugs. Middle of the day, purple dreaming. Everybody around me's scheming, Tell me if you find it, I need it. Just more drugs. Night sweats, terrors, I'm eager. I don't see the dead. Where was this something about? Maybe it was the last track. Eyes drifting shut, steady breathing. I thought that was this track. Oh, fuck, I'm already getting them mixed up. I'm too in, I'm getting them mixed up. Think I should have died. Thank you, Jesus. I know why I'm high with my demons. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And then, and really this whole outro, are you with me? And I wonder if this is kind of like the first element where people can really connect with this album when you're in this spot. Are you with me? Yeah, I'm here, man. I feel you. I'm with, and there's something very powerful in music when you as a listener can listen to somebody say things and go, holy shit, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And you're not alone. You're not alone. Sometimes it feels like it. And a lot of the times we suffer through these things alone, but we're not the only ones suffering these things. So it's important to know, even if you are suffering it alone, it's important to know that you are not alone in that experience, because for me, when I understood those things, it helped me understand I'm not broken. Like, there isn't something wrong with me. There's just something wrong. And that doesn't necessarily solve the problem, but it does take an element away from it. It's not me. There's something wrong, but it's not me. Like, I don't have a core thing of me that is broken, that cannot be fixed. Important to know those things. It's very true, in my opinion. Track 3 is called Omi, produced by Forza. Let's drop in track 3.
Flex, but you owe me. I don't wanna flex, but you owe me.
Trippy.
Whoa.
Is this him? I mean, is this him flexing? The dark bass. Dark bass.
I don't wanna flex, but you owe me. I don't wanna flex, but you. But you owe me. Molly with emotions, that's the owe me. 2 times 2 my high tech, I am frozen. Hurting your own feelings, cause you're nosy. Caught up in a daze, just
Good line.
Another phase. I don't know me sober, you don't know me pet. I don't wanna flex, but you owe me.
God damn, dude. Wow. I really like on these 2 tracks that they let you sit in this outro production. You can just be there with it. This is dark. This is dark. You know, something that's striking to me about this track is how, you know, I don't want to flex, but you owe me. I don't want to flex. And even his flex is defeated and broken and no power. So it's even his flex is full of surrender. And in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but that's it. There's no power there, you know. But I think that's the point. Hurting your own feelings because you're nosy. Caught up in a daze, just another phase. I don't know me sober, you don't know me, period. Don't be scared. You think I'm from the dead. Picture dark and perfect. I think I'm the film. You know, that line right there, I think I'm the film. Film obviously being very dark, but that's what the image gets imprinted onto. And I wonder if there's more meaning there that I'm missing. Lone, all by myself, can't do bro and friend. Don't deserve my win, don't deserve my sin. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Track 4 is called Comfortable, produced by, this is probably Demons Below. Oh, it's a different picture. That looks like Courtney Love. Oh, it is. That looks like Kurt Cobain with the purple hair. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's Courtney and Kurt. That didn't turn out well. For those of you who are unaware, that did not turn out well. Track 4, Comfortable. Oh, so Spotify loves to do this thing where I press play and it starts playing and no sound comes out. And then it goes, oh, I can't play the song. So I'm going to hit "Owe Me." Okay. Now we're going to try again. Track 4, Comfortable.
Fuck all that talking shit. But hey, Molly whisper to me, I can't fuck with you. Oh, hey, turn the beat up. Molly whisper to me, I can't fuck with you. Oh, I can't fuck with you. Molly whisper to me, I can't fuck with you. I can't get you high. You too comfortable. My hoe whisper to me, she don't fuck with you. I'm off this perk, I can't eat 8 piece. Bitch, I'm on Pluto like I make beats. I need a friend, that bitch can't take me. Bitch, we on Molly, we ain't dating. I pop a perk, I can't feel anything. I think them Zans trying to take me. I think them Zans trying to take me.
Trippy, man. This is kind of wild. You know, what's ironic is this song probably has the most lyrical performance or vocal performance than the rest, and I'm like, this is too much. Like, go back, like, slow down. It almost ruins it in a sense. It doesn't. But what I'm saying is, what am I saying? I don't even know. Basically, as he kind of pulls away from this other, almost like trance type of like rap, where he's just not even on beat or doing anything, as he almost starts to form structure, it's so like, in terms of technical ability and all this other like things that, you know, people would talk about when they talk about rappers, like it comes in so low on that bar, it almost kind of ruins the experience in a sense. Not saying it's bad, I just that's what I felt that as he was going through that verse. Anyway, you know, it's Comfortable. The song's called Comfortable, which makes me think of a Pink Floyd song, very iconic, called Comfortably Numb. And that song comes off the album called The Wall. And the whole album is this idea of this rock star who is brick by brick. All you are is just another brick in the wall. And it's, you know, it's his mom, it's the school system, it's the record company, it's his wife cheating on him, it's all these things. He's just building this wall of isolation. And Uncomfortably Numb, he's basically there. I have become comfortably numb. I just thought of that. Anyway. I'm counting grass where the snakes be. Think about that for a second. If you got all these snakes around you, you're counting the grass. I mean, what are they going to do? They're just going to bite the shit out of you, right? I mean, I don't really know where he's going with that. There is an annotation I don't really want to click at. But he's kind of talking about the Molly can't fuck with you, and my hoe, she can't fuck with you. Like all the other things that don't fuck with him. And then he just throws in this line out of nowhere. I'm counting grass where the snakes be. And it's this, to me, it puts this idea in my head of being surrounded by all these things that don't want anything to do with me. But I'm going to stay there anyway and count. It's not like he's being swarmed by that. He puts himself there. Now, I'm not saying that's true in terms of a situation, but just that line specifically, that's what I'm thinking about. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Track 5 is called Poker Face. I may have heard this one. I don't remember. It's already been like 6 weeks since I did my last single stream. It's been a while, so I don't remember. Produced by Audio and Pluto Nash. Great sound.
Trust and walk hard, baby rock hard. I feel like a walk star. I don't fear a thing but a cop car. Underground king, fuck your top chart. Ooh, tell me you don't feel me. Lie to me again, hope the medics kill me. You don't want a friend, you just want the real me. She my favorite.
I love the production of this one.
Working on my death, I've been getting filthy. I don't fear a thing but a smart dot. Make a measure bottle mascot. You don't know. I won't show. Trust and walk hard.
Wow. So I am going to put a heart next to that one. And anybody who's watching who remembers me listening to this on the single stream and is freaking out because I don't remember this. I don't remember it. And yes, I was sober. No, I wasn't drinking during the stream. The thing is I probably heard it once, or maybe I heard it twice, and it was, 6 weeks ago. So yeah, I've already forgotten. I love the production on that one. That one gets a heart. This is kind of a neat ride, man. I mean, I can see why. I'm glad I was prepared ahead of time. People told me what to expect and the mindset to be in, because if I would have came into this thinking, I'm going to hear something like Black Star or The Roots or Wu-Tang, or whatever, like, what the fuck is this, right? It's a totally different experience. Interesting shit, man. I don't fear a thing but a cop car. Underground king, fuck your top chart. Tell me you don't feel me. Lie to me again. Hope the medics kill me. You don't want a friend. You just want the real me. She's my favorite sin. I hope she don't kill me. That's got to be drugs, right? I don't know. Working on my death. I've been getting filthy. Why these hoes want to break me? Close my eyes. I'm seeing faces. I'm high as fuck. No, I'm going to chase this. Goddamn. Going missing off this lazy. You don't know, but I won't show. She lame, but nothing slow. I don't fear a thing but a smart thought. And thought being, of course, that hoe over there, not like a smart, mental thought. Goddamn, let's keep rolling. I mean, I love talking about it, but at the same time, I don't want to kill the vibe. Track 6 is called Bprint, produced by Osiris Israel. Osiris Israel. Track 6, Bprint.
Ravioli hates, ravioli hates, ravioli hates, ravioli hates, ravioli hates.
Hey, whoa,
that bass.
Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey. I don't politic with children. I chewed 1,000,000 milligrams while he popped the seal down. Can't buy it, it might not be him. Who gon' get my deal then? Since they all scared of drugs and kids. Nigga, where's the fun in this? I don't got no life to risk. Dead boy status, I'm just here so they can tape the shit. I'm the wrong nigga to bring home. I'ma fall asleep at the dinner table. I'm the wrong nigga to lean on. such, but I'm not stable.
Haha. Wild shit, man.
I can't politic with children. I chewed 1,000,000 milligrams.
I kind of like that one too. I noticed something just now. I laughed. There's been a couple times I've laughed, right? Like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Like, right? Something you should know about me, and maybe you guys have already figured it out, but I use laughing as a coping mechanism. I laugh at horrible shit because horrible shit's hard to deal with. I laugh a little bit when I get uncomfortable. And what laughing does for me is it kind of takes the edge off of something a bit so I can handle it a little bit more, you know? I'm not really trying to get away from it. I'm just trying to manage what's going on. And the reason why I point that out is because it's interesting to me that I've noticed it now. When I was laughing here, because I felt badly. Like, I don't want to laugh during something that someone who is probably in a very dark place is listening to this and experiencing this and kind of flowing through this album in their own life, in their own way, you know? So trying to be very respectful to that. But as I laugh, because I've laughed a couple of times, I'm noticing myself, my own mind is kind of like naturally resisting this album. So why that's a good thing in a way is that means this album is doing a thing. It is dark. It does have its own like emotional gravity where it tries to pull you. And when I laugh, it's my own response to trying to bounce off of that and like, nope, I'm not going to get pulled into this thing, which it is what it is. I don't want to say that's good or bad. That's just the experience I'm having right now. There you go. So for people who are wondering, why are you laughing, Bob? There you go. That's what's going on. And to me, that's a compliment to the album. It shows what it's doing. Because if I'm responding that way pretty consistently too, then it is effective music in what it's doing. Let's go through some lyrics, huh? I don't politic with children. I don't politic with children. I don't really know how to process that one, like how to interpret that one. Because to politic, play games, scheme, whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how he's using that word. Chewed 1,000,000 milligrams. Can't buy it. It might not be him. Who's going to get my deal then? Since they're all scared of drugs and kids. Where's the fun in this? I don't got no life to risk. That line right there stuck out to me just because I have to imagine people tell him, you're risking your life. You're going to kill yourself. And then his response being, I don't have a life to risk. That's a bottom. If someone is truly expressing that opinion, they're way down there. Dead boy status. I'm just here so they can tape this shit. Dad. Purple cop. He's talking about women here a bit. I'm the wrong person to bring home. I fall asleep at the dinner table. Wrong person to lean on. Let's keep going. I kind of don't want to kill the vibe too much with talking. Track 7's called Leave With You, produced by Clamps Casino. That sounds familiar. Pluto, Nash, dropping in track 7, Leave With You.
Nash Effect.
Why would I live with you? 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 Focus just me and you. Why would I live with you? Focus just me and you. I feel I'm getting close. Baby, feel free to shoot. Take that charge from me. I'll be the plug for you. I know about my past. Focus on the future. Baby, I'm on them sands. Call me baby future. Why would I live with you? 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 Shorty, you know my plan. No clue leaving you. Take your man's advice. You gon' need to do. Can't calm my man's down. He got that ego too. Know why you scared of Reaper? Baby, the Reaper cool. I'm off the molly, my eyes flick. I feel like peekaboo. Why would I live with you? Why would I live with you? Hey, why would I live with you? Why would I live with you? Why would I live with you?
That one, I wasn't really into that one. But, so I kind of, while I was listening, I shifted over into more of an appreciative state. Okay, you know, what's the song doing? I'm not really into it. I kind of I don't like the loops. If it's looping, if the production's looping, if the lyrics are looping, I get bored. And other people say, oh no, and I've heard them tell me, no, I like totally soak into it. It's like a trance type thing. And I get that. I'm not into it. It don't work for me. But take what was going on with these loops, very rapid loops, just constant, persistent, never ending, right? And I'm not trying to talk shit about the song, but just what they're doing with the music in this track, the concept, and this whole "why would I leave with you?" And so really, what I take that as is someone pestering, hey, and the thing is I wonder if it's somebody trying to like pull them out of this dark hole that he's in. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go for a walk. Let's get out of let's go. You know, someone just persistently trying to pull them out. And then the response, why would I leave with you? Why would I leave with you? You know? And then you get this line in here. This is what made me kind of think, oh yeah, I feel them getting close. Baby, feel free to shoot. Now, who knows, right? I'm not certain if my interpretation is correct, but I feel like this is somebody pinging at him. Let's get him out. Come on, he's down bad. We gotta get him outside. He's got to get fresh air. He's got to do this. Come on. And the response in this just drugged out state is why would I leave with you? Why? You know my plan. It don't include leaving you. Take your man's advice. You're gonna need it. I mean, now we're getting into some stuff which probably completely disproves my whole theory, right? But there's this line right here. Don't know why you're scared of Reaper, baby. The Reaper's cool. That's, oh God, what's the name of the band? I forget. But the song is Don't Fear the Reaper. Let's see if that's a Grim Reaper. Anyway, the song is, baby, don't fear the Reaper. Do, 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 do. You could be like, and that whole song is about committing suicide. Blue Oyster Cult? Maybe. I can't remember the name of the band right now. I feel like that's a reference to that song. Maybe not. Okay, let's move on. Track 8 is called Expectations, produced by Filthy. Some of these images on these Genius pages. And see, you know, here's another thing too with this whole person of somebody persistently trying to get Lucky to leave, to go wherever, right? And then here's this person on the outside looking in type of thing. This photo for Expectations. Watch My Back is tattooed on this girl's neck, and she's just being embraced by death, right? That's the Grim Reaper right there. Anyway, track 8, Expectations.
Hey, hope you know what I'm into. Hey, oh, hey, hope you know what I'm into. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
Like how the production builds in on that one. That was cool, swell.
Hey, oh, hey, hope you know what I'm into. Hope you know what I'm into.
Nice clean sound.
All that talking, I get you. All that barking, I set you. I'ma pull off, what's the issue? Hollywood Hills with a Glock and a rental. Live by what I said, if I caused that I meant to. She do what I said, it could all be so simple. Purple pint for wrong use, be happy I showed you. Tomorrow you owe news, I don't know who know you. Fuck whoever know you, my little bro he old school. He don't know who owe you. Should I OD, need a halo. Scary side dream, pouring fuegos with Fredo. Baby, let's build, I got Legos with fake codes. Brody, he a snake, he a sip his own K-Roll. Hope you know what I'm into. Calm down, it's all I'm into.
So as a parent, that line is very hard to hear. Mama, look what the world done did to me. In an album like this, that's a hard one to hear. You know, what's interesting about this one, Leave With You, I wasn't terribly into because of the loops. And then I was saying on, I can't remember. Oh Me? No, Comfortable. I think it was Comfortable. Maybe. I can't remember. One of them I was saying, oh, now he's rapping more and it almost doesn't work for me. That's kind of, this song is kind of a combination of those two. But this one works for me. I like this one more. It feels like, with all these different kind of almost random nonsensical things he's talking about, it's almost like it feels like going through a day and it's just an autopilot and almost no control, like a robot. And it has this really dazed feel to it. Expectations does. Live by what I said. If I caused it, I meant it. She did what I said. It could all be so simple. So that's an interesting little set of lines right there. So, earlier talking about people getting their feelings hurt because they're getting a little too nosy. Now he's saying, I live by what I said, and if I caused it, I meant it. So if I caused your feelings to get hurt, that means I meant it. If you would just do what I say, this wouldn't be such a difficult relationship that we're having. Calm down. It's all in your mental. That reminds me, one of my favorite Fiona Apple lines. He said, it's all in my head. And I said, so's everything. But he didn't get it. I love Fiona Apple. She's wonderful. God, this is trippy, man. Molly in my eyes, I see red. It's a rumble. Zanny in my dream, new regime, hear the mumble. I don't got no lean on my dreams is in puzzles. Got 'em by the bundle. Purple pint for wrong use. VIP, I showed you tomorrow. Old news. Huh. I don't know who know you. Fuck whoever know you. Wow, man. Let's keep going. This is a fairly intense ride. And on one hand, I feel like I'm breaking it. Like, I feel like I am taking the edge off by talking between tracks, which I obviously have to do. You guys are aware of that. But, like, this album's going to be wild listening to uninterrupted while it's 3 a.m. and I'm playing World of Warcraft in the dark, right? I'm going to put this on. Like, it's funny, this weekend we're going to do some camping and shit. And there's no way I'm going to play this for my wife. Like, she's not going to be into this at all. And she's all excited. So that won't work. I won't get a lot of chances to listen to this, but I am going to put some late night, early morning runs on this one for sure. Track 9 is called Fast Car. It's produced by Pluto Nash and Anthony. Maybe, probably, I don't know. Who knows? Track 9, Fast Car. Anton. Okay.
I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. I'm going. I can't fuck with you. I'm going wonder on. I'm going wonder on. She here to the morn. We can't fuck with you. Bitch, ignore the truth. She gon' point her on. Might just wonder on. Took my shirt for proof. I'm an addict, truth. Purple magic poof. Not off acting new. I won't lie to you. I'm these other dudes. Bro, just cut her loose. She just not for you. Well, imagine being gone in a fast car. Never hear her no, cause she's a sad broad. And I get a cut cause Brody tax fraud. Uber pull her home if she have job.
Trippy.
Yeah, imagine being gone.
Kind of like the production on this one. That like blurry synth sound is pretty cool. Huh. Interesting set of lines at the end. Tell one lie to me, I'll get rid of you. If you're too nice to me, I think I'm sick of you. And so there's a method of isolation, right? Just consistently finding a reason to not be with people. Oh no, I don't want to be around you. You lie to me. Oh, I don't want to be around you. You're too nice to me, right? No one's ever good enough. No one's ever, just whatever tiny little reason we can find to push them away to maintain the isolation. I'm gonna win her on. She here till the morn. We can't fuck with you, bitch. Ignore the truth. She gonna put them on. Might just want them on. Took my shirt. I'm an addict. Truth. Purple magic proof. There's a line. I won't lie to you. I'm these other dudes, bro. Just cut her loose. She's just not for you. And then you got this thing about it being in a fast car. Never hear a no because she's a sad broad. Uber pull her home if she half job. That's got to be like a thing where if she doesn't go all the way, then he's not even going to drive her home. Yeah. That's just funny. Every single text looks like a jigsaw. That's a good line too, right? Everything's a puzzle. What does this mean? But it's also from his perspective. I mean, again, I've never like had depression or anything like this, and so I don't want to get too crazy with this. But if your mind's all fucked up on drugs and you're completely isolated and you're driving people away and you're just down in this hole, I could see it very simple being very easily being, you know, oh, so and so said, hey, I just want to come over and say hi. Like, what does that mean? What do they want? When really it's just that simple, you know? So I wonder, that line specifically, I wonder which way it's going. I wonder if it's real or if it's perceived. Because those are two very different things. What's actually happening versus what we perceive as happening. Trippy. Let's keep going. I do want to say, I feel like this album so far, like it felt like the first couple tracks were heavier and darker. I feel like we've shifted up just a little bit. Not happy, obviously, but those first couple tracks, man, the production was dark. It was just really in there. And so I wonder if we're coming up a little bit, or if it's intentional, or if I'm overthinking it, or what. We'll find out. Track 10 is called Thank God, produced by Filthy. Again, here we go. Track 10.
Wake up, Filthy.
You're always talking. You should stop talking.
Jesus.
Ooh, you think you know me. Ooh, you think you know me. Ooh, thank God you're with me. I almost died, ho. Poured the whole bottle. Thank God you're with me. Thank God you're with me. Well, what do I know? Live fast and die slow. No lights, I'm scheming. Whoa, no lights, this me line. Thank God you're with me.
God, that bass.
Thank God you're with
That
me.
bass does not fucking let up.
Thank God you're
Just
with me.
whoa.
Thank God you're with me. I'm dying slowly. Baby, where are you? Watch my back, you too. Where are you without me? I'm dying faster.
The bass finally lets out. Fuck, man. So with that one, the bass, the persistent, unrelenting bass, and then this concept of thank God you're with me, thank God you're with me. But it feels like this person being with him is awful. You know, like that bass it's great in terms of production, like good in what it's doing, but what it's doing is awful. This is awful. And it's almost like, thank God you're with me. You know, I poured the whole bottle. Thank God you're with me. Thank God you saved me. But I don't feel like he's happy about that at all. I feel like, God, I wish I would have just died. Now I have to keep existing. I have to keep enduring this fucking pain. And this bass is representing that. Just, wow, fuck, it's still not over yet. It's still not over. And his voice is all raspy and, whew. That was pretty fucking heavy. Thank God. That one was pretty heavy. Yeah. That gets a heart. That gets a heart for heaviness. Track 10 gets a heart for heaviness. Goddamn. And I'm impressed by it because, you know, I listen to metal. I listen to some heavy fucking songs, but it's heavy in the loud sense. You know, there's nothing energetic or loud about it. It's just like fucking pain. This is a fucking experience for sure. Track 11 is called Dirty You, produced by Ugly Friend. Let's jump in. Track 11.
can't find no perks, so now I'm raging. If I can't smoke in head, then why you pay me? No license, I'm social, switching lanes in it. I just won't be high than I used to. I thought you'd be tired of the usual.
Wow, man.
I'm sick of the faking, but that's usual. Yeah, you MVP amongst some losers. My enemies, my brothers that confuse you. She hate me like I love her, that confuse you. I can't love her, it's contagious.
Damn, dude. This is fucking... This is pretty... I mean... It's incredible. It's so good at being... It's hard to word this because people take things the wrong way. And so I have to explain it, and I don't know how to explain it well. This is so good at being just awful, right? And when I say that, I mean, like with this track, the production, it feels like Hangover, you know? And nobody wants to experience that. But you get this line in here, I can't find no perks, now I'm raging. And it feels like that. It feels like this ache, this fucking, and it won't go away, and I can't get out, and just fucking, And so, like I was saying in the beginning, you know, an appreciation for it versus the enjoyment of it, this is two different things. Very, very different things. I'm never going to put this song on to enjoy it. You know? That's not but that's not what this song is for. It's just like the difference between a painting that's all black and brutal and ugly versus, you know, oh, sunflowers, you know. That's the point. So it's very good at doing what it's doing. Man, that one. This is fucking intense, though. It's pretty intense. And I'm honestly, we're about halfway through. I'm kind of concerned in the sense of, I hope those of you who are listening to this album right now and using it because it's where you are, it's kind of mixing with your feelings, it's, you know, those types of things. I've been there, not as bad. I've never been, you know, way down into depression, but you got to be careful because I feel like stuff like this is important. It's important to have music like this. It's important to experience and process and ultimately expel these emotions that are inside of us, these feelings. But the process must involve getting it out, not drowning in it. And those are two different paths. And it's easy sometimes to almost fall in love with your own sadness. Your own sadness kind of becomes your own friend in a way. You cling to it, but all you're doing is just wallowing in a sense. Now, I have to be careful as well and respectful. I'm not a fucking therapist. I don't know the problems that people have. I can't fix them for you, etc. But all I'm wishing to express is that if you're in a dark spot and you're listening to this a lot and you're really in it, that's okay, but understand, you know, what are you pushing through? What are you trying to get from being in this sound a lot? Are you trying to process your own feelings so that you can get them out and hopefully come out and take a breath? Or are you just swimming in it? Because if you're swimming in it, you're not really getting it out, you know? That's about all I can say there without just a bunch of nonsense. I just want people to be well. That's really what it comes down to. I hope people can find their way and feel better. Interesting ride. Track 12 is called No Walk. It's only 70 seconds. Produced by Mayhem Meech and Pluto Nash. Here we go. Track 12.
All right. No walk drive me crazy. No walk drive me crazy. How about now you pay me? Lean, give me hope, not lazy. New block from Detroit, so shady. I gave you a a pass cause it's Sunday. But them demons gotta rest, give me one day. No walk drive me crazy. New wrist, new chips taken. Don't know you faking. Fuck the truth, just take it. Don't know what it is, but you got me. I try to be cool, but they not me.
I was told that walk is another word for lean. And so the idea of I'm basically sober, right? That's what I'm assuming on this one. He's saying he's sober. There's no walk. He's driving me crazy. I don't know, crazy. I'm assuming it's the same as crazy. But it's interesting because talking about them demons got to rest. Give me one day. I gave you a pass because it's Sunday. Can't hear too many voices off this coding. No walk driving. But it's interesting because the beat is almost a little bit lighter. Like in this sobriety, there's a little bit of light. Maybe. I have no idea. This is a hell of a journey. I don't really know what else to say about that track. There you go. Short one. Different. A little bit lighter on the sound. Track 12 is called... Oh, I'm sorry. Track 13 is called Options. Let's jump in. It's produced by Filthy. Here we go. Track 13, Options.
Wake up, filthy.
This one, again, almost has a lighter sound.
I mixed up with why. I mixed up with why. I mixed up with I mixed up with why. I mixed up with why.
It's called Options, and he's just talking about what he mixes.
I mixed up with why. I mixed that with her. I'm gon' press record. She gon' turn to start. She gon' lie to me. Forget in the morning. She gon' lie to me. Forget not mine. Screw another plug. Slime run through my fucking blood. Fuck them other drugs. Perkies bring me close to God. Scamming plus he fraud. I don't want me close to y'all. I'm
trippy, man. Very trippy.
I mixed up with what? I mixed up with her. I'm gon' press record. She gon' turn to start. I mixed up with what?
You know, with the production sounding the way it does, it kind of reminds me of some of the 80s songs, and it's almost got this like glam rock sound to it just a little bit. And you know, I really wonder with projects like these, when they make the production, when they do the lyrics, when they do all this stuff, you know, how much is actually going into it thought-wise, like planning, intention? Because with the production on this almost feels like it's like there's this element of glamour to it. Like, oh, fuck, you know, just almost infatuated, having fun with the drugs, and I'm going to press record. She's going to be a star. She's going to lie to me, forget in the morning. There was something else. Blackout Night, My Heart. 4 bands for the act. Pour it like it's art. Ain't putting up no act. I'm high as fuck. Damn, I know she's mad. Call me by my gov. That has to be my gov, as in like my legal name, my real name, not his artist name. Jesus. Perkies bring me close to God. Scamming plus he fraud. Jesus. I don't know. It is still like you can just hear it. He's so detached. But in this one, God, it almost, you know, with the element of that sound, it almost sounding a little glamorous. I almost wonder if it's an element of, you know, being in love with your own sadness kind of a thing, like I was talking about earlier. Who knows? I don't know. Wild ride. Let's move on. Track 14 is called New to Me. Another wild picture. This girl with a skull mask on, and the blood looks like it's coming from her eyes. Maybe. And he drank it, I suppose. And it's I love you. Fucking wild artwork there. Track 14, New to Me. Here we go. Let's drop in. Produced by Lil Voe. Or Lil Vo, maybe. liking this one. I like that little like sample of a saxophone, I suppose. That's way back there.
Lie for me, lie for me, lie for me, whoa, 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 baby, lie for me, kill for me, self-destruct for me, lie for me, lie for me. We get high and chasing, don't make me alone. It's cool with me, you new to me. We could die 1,000 times if you with me. Purple jewel, be a junkie fool with me. Don't think they need me, I'ma be a cruel king. Lie to me, cry to me. I won't listen, she won't miss me. I'ma test, you gon' wish you paid attention. So, it's new to me. Oh, it's new to me.
Yeah, I like that one. I like New to Me. I really like the production on that one. I like how the production kind of has little progressive state to it, and that little saxophone way in the background. I won't listen, lie to me. I won't listen, lie to me, lie for me. Lie for me, kill for me, self-destruct for me. They're glued to me, it's new to me. Smooth talker, moonwalker, who's plotting, who's with me? It's still shocking, you new to me. I'm chosen, I'm high and focused. See me zoom by like I stole it. Wait till I'm sober. That was an interesting line. Oh, wait till I'm sober. But when's that going to happen, right? And in the context of what's going on here, his state, that line is almost like him saying, wait till I'm dead. Almost. Because it seems like he really is path of self-destruction. We got high and chasing. Don't make me a loner. It's cool with me. You're new to me. We could die 1,000 times if you're with me. Purple jewel. Be a junkie fool with me. Fuck, man. Down in a hole. That's a good song. Alice in Chains. Good song. Huh. That one gets a heart. I liked the production on that one. Who was the producer? Lil Vo. Good job on that one. I almost feel like I need to take an intermission, or almost like a midway thoughts or something. But it's tough. This album, I feel like this album is really just this. I don't even want to say a ride that you go on, but more of like a hole that you climb into and just stay there, So this interruption between tracks, I feel it affecting the album in my experience with the album. Anyway, track 15 is called Oh, a Person, Pluto Nash. Let's drop in track 15.
Right. Hey, whoa, I don't owe it, nigga. I don't owe it, nigga. I don't owe it, nigga. They ain't want me, I was hurt, still ain't show it, nigga. I don't owe it, nigga. Whoa, I don't, they ain't want me, I was hurt, still ain't show it, nigga. I don't owe it, nigga. I don't owe it, nigga. I don't owe it, nigga. They ain't want me, I was hurt, still ain't show it, nigga. Coulda put me in the dirt, you ain't blow it, nigga. We forgot to mention, I can't even trust the fan, I be feeling tension. Baby, leave that shit to me, I hurt your feelings. Nigga think he robbing me, shorty must be kidding. Me and Perky's in them trees, doing more than kissing. If I beat in that cup, all my freedom missing. I don't owe it, nigga. I don't owe it, nigga. They some fools, they ain't want me on the other venture. Please believe, lean good Lord, nigga. Niggas gotta check in to me before the rap album. Yeah.
Huh. With that one, it's interesting because it feels like that's probably the angry track off of the album. I don't owe you. It's just kind of almost like it's not the best word to use, but almost like this tantrum, just being mad at everybody. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe. And it's kind of, if you take the broader spectrum of this album and the experience that's happened thus far, earlier I was talking about somebody, being very persistent and trying to get them out. Why would I leave with you? And there was another one about, oh shit, I can't remember. Something about being too picky about the people, right? And you lie to me, so I don't want you around no more. You're too nice to me, I don't want you around no more. And now here's like another element of isolation, which is essentially being angry with everybody else. Like, I don't owe you anything. I don't have to. And I take that as people trying to coax him out. And maybe they said, "Come on, I did this for you. You got to come do this for me. I don't owe you anything." Just that kind of concept. And what's really fun for me in terms of the track is the production feels almost a little frenzied, but even in that state, it's still weak and apathetic, and it doesn't like have any real like strength to it. And I don't say that, I'm not talking down to the production. I'm saying that the production in doing that sound adds to this layer of what I'm interpreting of somebody who's so fucking strung out and they're in terrible shape. They can't eat, they can't go piss, like their body's all fucked up because they've just been on lean for so long, all these drugs, and so even when they're angry, they don't have much fight in them. And then too, this verse too, there's some stuff, they ain't want me, I was hurt, so there's rejection here, a lot of rejection. I don't owe anybody, they ain't want me, I was hurt, still ain't show them, could have put me in the dirt, you need to throw it, while you trust me, I'm a viper, south me, he'll swipe your bitch, whatever, I'm weak, stomach aching, can't ignore it, I'm a dream, I'm a fiend, she adores it, obviously, and I don't pee, so like I can't leave my system, he's all fucked up, and even like while upset and trying to be angry and trying to have rage, it's just kind of weak. Interesting, man. All right, let's keep going. Track 16 is called Waiting On, produced by Dizzy on the Beat. Here we go, track 16, Waiting On.
Dizzy on the beat.
I like how that said Dizzy on the Beat. Jesus, man.
She a smoking thought. I don't wanna cry for you. I'm waiting for the plug. I don't wanna hide for you. I'm going with the plug.
Trippy, man. Very trippy. That's a good sound right there. Very trippy. I kind of like that one, Waiting On. I'm going to give that one a heart. I clicked on this annotation here because I was trying to understand what the plug is, waiting for the plug. And the annotation just says, Lucki is sick of expressing his emotions, so he looks forward to hiding them with drugs. Sure, okay. Can't blame nobody, can't show nobody nothing, can't trust nobody. And again, I wonder, how true is that? Is that the perception or is that the reality? Like he was saying earlier, the text looks like jigsaw puzzles, but is he perceiving that to be the case? Is he perceiving words to be some sort of puzzle that he has to solve because he's surrounded by snakes and he's counting the blades of grass. You know, how much of this is in his own head type of a thing. Can't show nobody nothing, can't trust. And I think there is an element of reality in the sense, if you've got a lot of fucking problems and you're really down in it and people, you know, they come up to you, they want to help you. Oh, tell me what's wrong. Tell me. And then maybe you finally start opening up and then they, you know, what do? They get carried away with it, or they turn something that you don't think is into a big deal into a big deal. And so it was like, okay, I'm not going to tell anybody anything. I can't fucking trust anybody. They're not listening. They're not going to help me. I'm just going to, you know, isolate. Fucking a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs, my friends. Barely Sprite, no ice. I might die tonight. Red rum. Pink pipe. Red rum is murder backwards. Remember that? That's the old Stephen King. I wonder what it means in this. Probably the same thing. I don't know. I don't want to cry no more. I'm waiting for the plug. Well, at least he's very honest about the self-medicating that's taking place. Let's move on to track 17, which is called Showtime, produced by Mayhem Meech and Pluto Nash. Drop in. So there's 2 more tracks from the official album and then the 2 more like singles that are associated with it. Anyway, here we go. Showtime. Oh, or not Showtime. Spotify deciding to not play. Yeah, okay, great. It's so weird. I don't understand why it does it. All right, I'm going to play Waiting On. Okay. Track 17, Showtime.
Hey.
Kind of a very spacey sound right there, huh? I almost feel like I'm off in orbit somewhere. Spinning around.
I already know what you're into, getting to. Wanna put your nail in the coffin. Walk cart, strong weed, no coffin. Showtime, show me, no talking, show me, baby. You know me, baby. Been lonely lately. Percocet dreaming. I'ma dash, so she love it. He gon' dash, she gon' panic if I come through. She keep asking for the reaper, I'ma come true. My life in your hands, I don't need to trust you. Oh, I already know what you're into, getting to. Wanna put your nail in the coffin.
Really, really crazy sound. I mean, it feels like a vertigo. That sound is just like, woo, woo, you know. I hear Sid singing. I hear Kurt singing. Kurt's got to be Kurt Cobain. Sid, the only Sid I know of is Sid Barrett, the original member of Pink Floyd. Sid Vicious. Okay, sure. Though I don't know who Sid Vicious is. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know who that is. Jesus. Already know what you're into. Get into. Want to put your nail in the coffin. Showtime. Show me no talking. Show me. Been lonely lately. Percocet dreaming. Want a pet. A demon. Heard Sid singing. Heard Kurt singing. I'm assuming whoever Sid Vicious is no longer alive. Rockin' Wildin'. Fabo Office Molly. Jamarcus Russell High. I know who Jamarcus Russell is, but why? What's this reference? Oh, he tested positive for drugs. Jamarcus Russell, honestly, probably my favorite NFL player ever, because he showed how insanely broken rookie contracts were. Insanely broken. Right? He was the quarterback for the Raiders, right? Yeah, he was just awful. But God, they just gave him so much money. That's incredible. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, fuck, man. The final track off of the official album is called Over, produced by Ugly Friend, and then we got the 2 more bonus tracks. Track 18, Over.
I need purple dollar, hey. Hey, hey, back to me, hey, hey, back to roots, yesterday, back to me. Hey, 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 I need purple color, hey, oh, hey, I had purple collar, ayy. Ignore purple collar, ayy. Now my stomach wildin', ayy. I need purple, darling, ayy. I like tents, I don't know who wanna hurt me, darling, ayy. That's my kin. For the right price, he had heard me probably, ayy. I ain't dead, but my picture on the shirt, he salty, ayy. I miss tech, my plug got me sipping dirty quality, ayy. Homie, chill, bro. She'll fuck me, she'll fuck you, ayy. And I'ma fucking lie, that's what loves do, ayy. And later she might cry, that's what drugs do. She'll fuck me, she'll fuck you. I'ma fucking lie, that's what loves do.
The bass. I feel like I haven't said anything in a while. I don't know how true that is. This has been an experience like nothing else. Picking all my poisons because I gotta mix them right. Don't want to die, but I don't feel like fighting. I mean the numbness. It's this combination of numb and ache, you know, all at the same time. And this whole thing, homie, chill, bro. She'll fuck me, she'll fuck you. I'm gonna fucking lie. That's what let's do. Like, even the pleasure, there's nothing. Even the things that are supposed to make him feel better, you know, having sex with these hoes, whatever, right? Purple's calling, lean's calling, whatever. Even that is just like this numb ache. Totally dead system. Just wild. You know, I mentioned Comfortably Numb earlier, the Pink Floyd song. It's a great song. I've always enjoyed it. But that whole album is such a ride. And when you get there, Comfortably Numb, shortly after it gets to the portion of the album where it's like, okay, I'm going to tear down the wall. He breaks out of the isolation and goes to this thing. So you don't really get a lot of time with this idea of being comfortably numb like this. This is like it. You know, and Comfortably Numb, the song itself has this very iconic guitar solo, and so it's easy to get into the guitar solo, which is really the opposite of being numb. It's a killer solo, that second portion. So, but this, man, this really kind of captures it over. Fuck. And it's kind of that thing that makes you sick a little bit, you know? It's just insane. Let's move on to the two additional tracks. So one's called Don't You Love Me. It's produced by Court Dot. Let's drop in Don't You Love Me.
Hey, whoa, don't you love me? You too cute to trust me. Brag and fuck me. What's too high for Lucki? Niggas ducking. Action, I got front seat. Hey, whoa, don't you love me? Don't you love me? Baby, don't you love me? Whoa, whoa, niggas ducking. Action, I got front seat. I sip high tech, might you sweet like bubbly. Just for right now.
Cool sound. I like this lighter tone.
Niggas on that fuck shit. In a nightgown, saying to her sister. In a nightgown, saying to her sister. You got no chance following your wishes. Don't you love me? You too cute to trust me. Don't you love me? Sand and make you fuck me.
I like the tone on that one. It's tough because there are elements of some of these songs that I like. There are elements of some of these songs where the execution of the expression is very good. But so many of these songs, I'm like, I'm just not going to listen to it again. You know, I will. I'll give this additional listens, but I'm just not there. You know, that's really all there is to it. I'm just not there. And it's kind of like when my wife, every now and then my wife gets cranky, she says, I'll put on some loud shit. And she, like, it puts her on edge. She'll ask me to turn it off because it, like, makes her tense up and stress out and stuff like that. And it's kind of the inverse of what I am here in that because I don't have these emotions, because I'm not going through some just shit, it's harder for me to sink into this. Really, that's really all it is. This is kind of an interesting track. Don't you love me? Don't you trust me? You're too cute to trust me. Brag and fuck me. What's too high for Lucki? Just for right now. Don't know you in public. Just for right now. I miss my town, people in that fuck shit, in a nightgown, Satan and her sister. And he says that twice, in a nightgown, Satan and her sister. Pipe down, I don't want your missus, she's a Sprite gal, I'm stuck on purple kisses. Get off the past, mad about what we didn't. I know about her frown, mad about what he isn't. So, you know, it's a little bit of a history, love triangle, whatever the fuck you want to call it there, right? But the sound, it's almost like this playful messiness, you know? Like, yeah, there's a little bit of drama here. And, I you know, in a way, he almost seems to like it, in a sense. Who knows? Final track is called Sunset, produced by Ugly Friend, which was the same producer as the previous track. No, was not. He did Over. Yeah, okay. This one, people said this is one of his best ones. I won't read the little summary there. I'll block it there. Track 20, final off of, I suppose, the album here is Sunset. Here we go. And I have an idea already in mind, you know, a sunset, but maybe it'll feel like a sunrise. Maybe.
Gangsta Sprite with the high tech. Gangsta Sprite with the high tech. Oh. Must be an X on my chest. Oh.
Bass, man. Bass.
Gangsta Sprite with the high tech. That shit too pure to digest. Must be an X on my chest. This pure X lose my chest. I should have died, but not yet. Ain't even finished my project. Shoulder to cry, I'm not it. Don't even think I'm high yet. Do you see an S on my chest? Let's die, not fucking sunset. Let's die, not fucking sunset. Ooh. Must be an X on my chest.
Jesus,
X
man.
on my chest. Let's die, not fucking sunset. Ooh. Ooh. Let's die, not fucking sunset. Let's die, not fucking sunset.
Cool sound. I think really this one folds into, you know, that trance idea. And for me, I don't really, I had an issue with this, or not, I shouldn't say an issue with this, but I struggle with this on Die Lit. You know, Die Lit, what, the beans, I'm on the beans for real, I'm on the beans for real. The repetitive lyrics, it just doesn't work for me. It's not my thing. I like the sound of the production stuff, but I just don't get into it. I've tried a couple times. There was once with Die Lit when I was driving home. I was like, okay, I'm just driving. There's no one in the car. It's just me. So I just put it on. And I put it on repeat. I gave it like 2 or 3 listens in a row. And that kind of worked. Like when you kind of, you know, just stop paying attention, kind of shifts your brain waves around or something. You know, I feel like that's probably what Sunset does for a lot of people too. But I have to be in a certain spot, and in that spot is rare. And even when I get there, I don't fully jump in. I think really for music with me, I love engaging. I don't like disconnecting as that often. I like really kind of engaging with it. And I think that's why I get into certain styles like progressive rock and stuff like that, where there's all this evolution and change and shit like that, rather than repeat. Huh. Fuck, man. That was an experience. I don't really know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'll use my analogy again, you know, the paintings. I'm going through a gallery and seeing something that's incredible and going, fuck, man. Look at that. You know, just look at that. Gnarly. And then, you know, oh, sir, would you like to, you know, put this on your wall? Oh, God, no. No, oh my God. No, I'm happy. And that's a joke. I don't want to joke around too much. You know, I have to keep in mind, there are people out there right now, and maybe, you know, today, a year from now, whatever they see, if they see this video, if there's somebody going through serious shit, I don't want to dismiss that or laugh at it. I don't want to do that. This is a rough ride. It is interesting. It is well done. It is a pretty dark hole. I don't know how else to put it. And so in terms of execution, it does it. I can see why people talk shit on this album. Like if you approach this album from any kind of I don't know what you call it, like a hip hop perspective or whatever. Like you're looking for lyrics, you're looking for flow, you're looking for rhyming schemes. Like if you're looking for like a traditional, I suppose, hip hop experience, you've stumbled way off track if you're here. That's not what this is at all. So I can get why people don't like it. They're not into it. They dismiss it, whatever. I'm on more of the appreciation side. I'm trying to, settle into that. It kind of reminded me, there were times I was thinking about Radiohead and Kid A and Amnesiac, and those are two albums I love, but I never really, I shouldn't say never, I don't really recommend them to people because they're just fucking weird. But that's why I like it. I like it because they're weird, they're strange, and they're unsettling. And when I was listening to those albums, I was in upstate New York, and it was the winter, and it was cold, and I was far from home, and I was fucking miserable, and it just clicked, and it got me through. And I hope this works in that capacity for other people as well. But I do worry a little bit because this one is a deeper, darker hole than some other ones. Not that Kid A and Amnesiac are dark. They're just odd. This is a different breed. And so I don't know. I don't want to say people, don't listen to this all the time or whatever, because that's hypocritical on my part for sure. But at least mix it up. If you are someone who's in a bad spot right now and you love this album, I don't have a problem with that. Love this album. Use it as a tool. Let it help you. But mix it up. Mix it up a little bit. Because if you stay in the same space all the time, that's all you're going to get. You won't get out. You won't find anything else. You won't feel a different way. So mix it up. In my own experience, especially when I was on deployment in the military, in the Navy, I was on an aircraft carrier. So my deployment was pretty tame compared to what other people go through. But, you stand night shifts I was in the engine room for the reactor, and you don't get enough sleep, and you're far from home, and you're miserable, and you got kind of friends that you work with, but they're just people that you work with for the most part. Some of them are friends. You make friends, you turn into friends, but like I said at the beginning of the reaction, that song by Aphex Twin, Gwely Mernans, I still have a very vivid memory of sitting in berthing. It's like 2 a.m. I can't fucking sleep. And in berthing at night, you flip the lights off, but then these red lights come on so that you can sleep. But if you have to get up, because people are getting up and going and coming all the time in the middle of the night for different watch stations that they have to stand, you can still see. And I remember sitting on the floor with my Discman and that CD in and just listening to Gwely Mernans and just kind of being down in that hole, far from home. Yeah, that was a rough one. And it helped. At the time, it just sucked. It sucks. But it's this weird thing with emotions where you gotta process them in some way. And I feel like with this album serves as in two ways. One, it can help you, the listener, just process the suck, the pain, the misery, whatever it is. But I also feel like it's a pretty good warning sign of how ineffective drugs are in that process. Essentially, the drugs, you don't process the pain, you just try and numb it, but it doesn't go away. It's just like it's like a fucking credit card, right? I don't want to pay my bill. I'll just do the minimum payment, while the interest builds and builds and builds. And now all of a sudden, this shit that you've put off for a year is insurmountable, or so it seems. Fucking wild, man. Wild. No regrets. I'm glad I sat down with it. I am. This is going to end up in the category of, by the time I get to Phoenix, where every now and then I'll put it on and go, Jesus. Because that same thing with that Injury Reserve album. It's a hell of an album, but man, it's a rough one. That's a rough one. Okay, well, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the end. If you want to watch me react to 3 music videos, or if you want to just see the uncut version on Patreon, Patreon's $2 a month. Pretty reasonable, in my opinion. The nice thing, too, with the uncut albums, there's no commercials. The damn YouTube, man. They just stuff them full of ads. I saw a comment months ago. Somebody's all, you got to chill with the ads, fam. on a video that had been copyright claimed, and I have no control. A video that's copyright claimed, anything that has the music, I have no control over the ads. That ain't me. I don't get to choose how many ads play. That's them.